So we are going to graph the system, which really all that means, we've done graphing systems before with equals. Remember when we did that and we checked to see where the lines crossed? Well, today instead of the lines crossing, we're going to have a whole region and a whole region colored, and we're going to see where the two regions overlap. Where they overlap, those will be solutions for both of those. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a purple and a pink. X plus y less than or equal to 6. And, no, I'm not going to have pink. That wouldn't be good. It looks almost like my purple. So you're going to do what we did for all the lines. You're going to pretend it's equals, and you're going to solve it for
Y.
And pick some x's and plug them in. See what the y values are. You're going to plot the points, and then shade part of the region. I can actually breathe. There we go. So let's start with the purplish pink. How do I get y by itself? Subtract x and I get y negative x plus 6. So I'm going to make my, and remember, we're going to pretend this is an equals. Y equals negative x plus 6. I'll do 0. How about 2 and 4? 2, 4. If I put 2 in there, what do you get? I forgot to put 0 in there. If I put 0 in there, and if I put 4 in there, 2. So I'm going to go plot my points. 0 right or left in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I have 2, 4. 2 over, 4 up. And then 4 over and 2 up. When I go to connect these with my ruler that someone stole, when I go to connect these, remember, what kind of line will I use? Solid. If it's just less than or just greater than, then it's dashed. But since it has the equals, I shall make it a solid. Arrows on both ends. Like that. Now, if it were equals, we'd be done, but since it's an inequality, that's where we have to pick a point. That's where we have to pick a point, not on the line. I like to choose 0, 0 if possible, right? At that point, 0, 0, x equals 0, and y equals 0, right? Right? So we're going to plug in x is 0, and y equals 0. And we want to know, is this true? Well, work it out. 0 less than, what's 0 plus 6? Is this true? If it's true, that means this point, 0, 0, is part of the solution. And so if it is part of the solution, this is the side that we color all nicely. Any wonder I have a bad shoulder? You get the idea? So that's where we left off yesterday. But today we're looking at this, solving this whole system. So now we have to graph the other one on the same coordinate plane. So we have to do the same steps. Solve it for y, make it teach, you know. So solve for y greater than x over 2. Make your t-chart. Uh-oh. Can I suggest, since we're dividing by 2, let's pick even numbers, like 0, 2, 4 again. If I put 0 here, what's y going to be? If we pretend it's equals, if I put, what's 0 over 2? If I plug in 2, what's 2 over 2? 1. If I plug in 4 over 2, plot the points. 0, 0, uh-oh. 2, 1, and 4, 2. Oh, would you look at that? Now what? We're going to connect it. What kind of line should I use? Solid or dotted?
Dotted.
You say, Phillips. Solid or dotted? Because it doesn't have an equals. Dotted. Right, so dotted. If it has an equals, solid. If there is no equals, dotted. So watch me. Let go of the ruler. There we go. So we're almost done. We just have to figure out what side to shade. And the thing about the picking a point, it cannot be a point on the line. So this one, darn it, it goes through 0, 0. That's the one I like to pick. Dang it. So now I have to pick something else. Here, look at this. Here's an easy one. If we can't pick 0, 0, let's pick 1, 0. How about that? And I just like to put a mark there just so I don't forget what it was. But we're picking 1, 0. We're picking x equals 1, y equals 0. And we're going to plug that in right here. We're picking x equals 1. What happened to my other good pretty marker? X equals 1, y equals 0. Y equals 0, x equals 1. And I want to know, is this true? Is it true? No. It is not true. So that means the point that I chose is not part of the solution. Now, remember, we're talking about the blue line. So the point I chose on the lower half is not part of the solution. What does that mean? Shade the other side. So that means I'm going to shade this part. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I don't hear you saying, ooh. Oh, wow. Look how pretty. Oh, thank you, Caleb. Such a good boy. Takes right after his father, Daryl, who was my student in what year, 1938? Now, remember when we did it for the lines, we were looking for where the lines crossed? Same thing here, except now we're looking for where the overlap, where the areas overlap. So this means in this section right here, I usually tell everyone to take a darker color and like color in this section really good. Because that means any value that you choose, any points that you choose from this area, they will solve both of those inequalities. Oh, isn't that pretty? It's almost like art class. So, make sense? It's really just like doing 2 of yesterday on the same graph. Easy, right? I thought I'd assign about 38 of these. Easy, right? Easy, right? Let's try the green. Do you have questions? Are there any questions? Does anyone have a question? Here's what I'm going to do. What is this? Page 139. I'm on page 139. We're going to go WE 20 to 27. And they're not really that hard. I don't think they'll take you very long. And I'll give you a graph paper that has 8 graphs. 8 problems, 8 graphs.